Good evening, all the participants. The session start at 4 o'clock. So thank you for attending the session. So I think yesterday, unfortunately, the session is some technical issues. Session is stopped. Today we'll continue. So this person Guru Prasad Gareddy will complete the both the topics, today topic as well as today topics also. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Murli. Maybe let's wait for other 2 minutes.
Mm,
Other participants can join,
yes,
then we can start at sharp 4 o'clock.
yes, sure, sir. Okay, sir. Start now, sir.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So yesterday we stopped here. So as you know, when current is flowing inside the source, that will be called charging current. If it is coming current out of from the battery, it is called discharging current. So mainly the rating of the battery, it can be defined with the watt hours. So especially C rate. C rate is nothing but it can be capacity of the current. So battery voltage, it will not change much, but the current it will keep on varying. While it is pushing very high current, it will charge in within less time. If it is discharging time, if you draw more current, it will be discharged very short time. So we can have some more discussion going forward. We will see. So as already I told you, state of the charge and depth of the discharge and life of the battery. If you see few fundamentals here, depth of the discharge is nothing but how much depth that battery it is having to discharge. Let's suppose we cannot. Let's suppose if you take 100% fully charged, only 70% or 80% are depend 20% also. So depends on battery. It will try to discharge that much. Let's suppose if you take lead acid battery, it can come around 70%. So it cannot go beyond this. So once it comes to 10.8 volts, then battery got fully discharged it. So like that, we have to see the depth of what is the depth of the discharge. Again, state of the charge. Start of the charge means where it will start. So once you fully discharged means it cannot come to zero, but it can come to some value. In this case, 14.3 volts is typical value if it is fully discharged. It if it discharge case, then it can come to 10.8. So again, state of the charge means it can start. The you have before after depth of the discharge is called state of the charge. So if you see life of the battery, it will depends upon the depth of the discharge. So if life number of charging discharging cycles, if you want to increase or decrease, so if you want to increase it depth, if you want to increase the depth of the discharge, after some years at starting it might be 10.8, after 8 or 9 years it can come to 3 volts or 2 volts like that also. So if it goes to zero, then lifetime of the battery will come down. So you have to see the what is the depth of the discharge. So you cannot say that I can discharge fully. So be sure that even if you are using laptops or mobile phones, don't come down to less than 30%. So don't even charge more than 90%. So if you use in between 30 to 90% of your mobile batteries or laptop batteries, then it your lifetime of your battery will be increased it. So if depth of the discharge increases, the life of the battery it will come down. So don't dry your batteries. So while you might be chatting in the WhatsApp, or you might be watching in YouTube's and all, so don't discharge fully. As soon as it comes to 30%, you charge it, and then again you can use it. So if you want to use, if you want to improve your life of the battery, then you should not discharge your battery fully. So number of charge cycle and discharge cycle increases, then your battery lifetime will be come down. So don't discharge very fastly. Okay, then you can say about C rate. C rate is nothing but the rate of capacity of the battery, how much current you are pushing into the battery. So here if you see, if you push 20 amperes in 10 hours, if you take 20 ampere hour battery, then 10 ampere, if you charge for 10 hours, then it will draw 2 amperes continuously. Again discharging time also, if you are having load of 2 amperes, then it can withstand 10 amperes, sorry, 10 hours. Again it will be if you are increase, if you are having 3 or 4 amperes load you have, then the current time will be decreased. So that 4 you can keep it here, 20 by 4, you can get it around 8 hours like that. No, sorry, I'm sorry, 20 by 4, 24 or 5. So 4 or 5 hours you will get it, I'm sorry, 5 hours you will get the battery. So if you want to make it load very less, then you can load less means you should not keep more current. So if you see your mobile apps and all, if you are running more apps, then it will be draw more current, it will discharge very fastly. If you run less apps in your mobile, then it can withstand, I mean it can wait for more time. So then the discharge time will be more. Again C rate will be like, if C rate can be defined this way. C10 means either we can C/10 or C10. So this C10 means you are pushing or you are drawing the 1/10 of the rated current. 1/10 means if you take 2 amperes, 0.2 amperes will be your C10 capacity. So again, here you can take C5. So C5 also is, so you can represent this way. So 1/5 of the your 2 amperes. 2 by 5 is nothing but 0.4 amperes is your C5. Again, you can see C 0.5 means C 0.5 or C 0.5 or 2C. C 0.5 means 1 by 2 you can see. C upon 1 by 2 is nothing but 2C. So you can charge with the 2 times. So if you push more current, you can charge very less time. If you are drawing more current, it can able to withstand less time. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts and all, you can post in the question session. Then I can explain you after the session. Okay. So if you see C10, if you see C10 or C5, if you draw more current, if going forward C5 or C.5 or C.2, so 2C, 3C, if you go like this, then your battery voltage and that current ratings, it can be discharged very fastly. Let's suppose for ideal battery, it can have some rated some certain current here, and it will hold a typical voltage here. So if you want to reduce it, then your current, if you draw more current, it can take lot of time. I mean, it can take less time. It will discharge very fastly. So the amount of, I mean, here if you see V equal to I by R. So if you change the resistance value, the current will change it. So you can maintain a particular current, and you can see how much time it can take to discharge it. So again, going to the energy density and power density. What is energy density? What is power density? So energy density, it is represented in two ways. One is galvanometric and volumetric. Another one, same way in power density also, gravimetric and volumetric. So gravimetric is nothing but watt per kg. So we'll see some battery examples where we can see that much of power we can get it in per kg. So we'll see this type of energy densities and power density in some examples. But in electric vehicles and all, these two parameters, it will be very good parameters to decide your charge. So if you have high energy density, you will get the long run. I mean, this much per charge, you will get this many kilometers. If you have more power density, you will get more acceleration. Means within short span of time, you can reach it to that much speed. So so what you have to decide it, you should choose high energy density and high power density. But in any battery, you will not get the both the things. We have to compromise one, either energy or power. So what people will do, they will take it high energy density, and whatever the high energy density, whichever battery will give the more power density, that battery people will choose it. I hope you understand this point, because yeah, next we'll see some here. So here we'll see here. So watt hour per kg, energy density and power density. So depth of the discharge, already I told you. Power to energy ratio. So power to energy ratio, whichever will be more, that batteries, which preferably we should use it. So if it is this one, it will be good. Again, see, since it don't have energy density of VRLA battery, we won't use it, because already I told you, energy density, if you have more, you will get the more kilometers. Power density, if you have good, you will get the within short span of time, you can reach it to rated speed. So again, nickel metal hydride and lithium ion batteries and litho batteries, these three are very good batteries for electric vehicles. Nowadays in electric vehicles, this depends on OEM to OEM, they are choosing these three batteries. So all these three batteries are good. Whichever battery is high energy density, and for that one we can see power density, whichever will be good, we have to choose that one. So again, number of cycles also it matters, because if you have less number of cycles, then lifetime of battery will be less. So this is the trade off between all these three parameters. While you are choosing the battery, it will be little tricky. You in market, you don't have high energy density at a time. One battery, you don't have all these three features. We have to compromise any one of these two. Sorry, any one of these three. So that is why, while you are choosing the battery, you should take care of all these three parameters. Again, we can see some batteries which are OEMs has been used. These are the some battery types, and these are the companies and their batteries we can see here. So if you see General Motors, they have given this is the weight of the battery, sorry, weight of the vehicle, and this is the weight of the battery, and the battery manufacturer and the chemistry. So this is the third type of battery. I already told you most of them are lithium ion and nickel metal hydride. So we can see here power rating, rated energy rating, and specific energy per kg. You should have more power also. At the same time, energy also you should have more, because you cannot say that I will give this much. I mean, around one ton battery. If you have battery weight itself 1 ton, but if you give the 29 kilowatt, then there is no point of using this battery. See, in the 2001, in 1999, there was a battery weight was 480 kgs. So there again, if you see 2017, one company Chevy Bolt, they have used 440 kgs of battery. How much power they are getting? 60 kgs, 60 kilowatt hour energy, and power is 150 kilowatt. If you see how much technology it has varied in this around 18 years span. So going forward in the future also, battery weights will come down. You will get the more power within less space also. So that's why the specific energy parameters or specific power parameters are very important to choose the battery. So most of the key player is here LG and Panasonic, LG Chemicals, and not this is not LG Polymers. This is LG Chemicals. So you can see Panasonic is the most key player in the market. Again, while you are choosing the battery, what is the procedure here? We'll see, and later we can go with the battery sizing. So we have to choose the chemistry of battery. Let's suppose whether which one, lead acid battery or lithium ion battery or LiFo battery. So, but lead acid batteries no one are using nowadays. But the lithium ion LiFo batteries, but lead acid also they have been used. Yes, correct, correct. And find out the depth of the discharge. So either 80% or 20%, whichever is allowable for the application. So then you have to find out the watt hours for specific vehicles. So depends on your torque. But again, the torque, how much it is required and all, I will explain to you in the motor section. But watt hour, if you choose proper watt hour, and then you will be having power. So power upon time, you will see you will get the energy. So I can show you some calculations also. Again, you have to choose the C rate also. So if you draw 5 amperes in 20 hours, so sorry, for any capacity of the battery, you can choose 20 hour battery. So you can draw in 5 with the, it can supply 5 amperes. Again, if you take the 7 amperes some same battery, it can able to support 10 hour. So for that one, there is a relation C equal to I power n into T. So mostly it should be I should be one for discharge and two for high discharge. You should use it. So high discharge case and all, mostly it will not be not the case. But the reality, if you buy all electric vehicles in India, I know how students are using the electric vehicles. So obviously, more people will sit on that. If more people will sit on the vehicle, then obviously it need more torque. Again, torque is proportional to I. So I will be more. So if I will be more, it will be discharged very fastly. So instead of 10 hours, it can come down to 5 hours also. This is the relation. So again, how will you size the battery? Already I told you watt hour calculation and all. How will you do the watt hour calculation? Let's suppose any vehicle is going in the hill station upward. These are the three parameters which we have to take. For that one, what is the total force it is required to push it from ground to hill station. So for that one we have to take angle worst case of 45 degrees. uh, it should not go 45 also, because you won't get that much hilly stations and all. Generally in our industry we used to take 25 degrees also. So for that 25 degrees, if you calculate the total force into velocity, you will get the power. So if you know power and all, from the power you can calculate how much. If power into t, it is called energy. So if you know power and time, that is you have to define it. If you know, you can say that my vehicle should be run for 8 hours. Then 8 into whatever power you got it, that is your energy. So if you know energy, then you can decide the battery. So this is the procedure, and this is the reference book, propulsion systems for hybrid electric vehicles. So you can go through the this book and all. You will be getting idea. So you see some electric vehicles here in the market, in India market. I am not talking about worldwide market. So Hyundai Kona Electric, it is having it will be go to 0 to 100 kilometers within 9.7 second, and it will go to it will charge for per charge it can go to 452 kilometers. That battery size will be 39.2, but this is horsepower. Horsepower means, if you see olden days, not olden days, if you see diesel and gasoline vehicles, there is a cc 1500 cc and 1200 cc, but now there won't be any cc. Now it will be horsepowers in electric vehicles. But you can google it, there is some relation horsepower to cc. So around 1.1 time or like that also there is some relation. So that will be this much load you can carry in the vehicle. But this will be like battery rating, it depends on how much time you want to travel it. So this is the distance. So here they are using lithium polymer litho batteries. Again, Tata Nixon EV, it is like 0 to 100 kilometers it can go 9.9 seconds, and per charge it can come to 300 kilometers. That battery rating, it would be 30 kilowatts, and the horsepower it is 95 kilowatts. But here also they are using lithium polymer. These three are, I am showing SUV models, but there are small end models also it is there. Again, top end models also it is there. Sports cars and all, you may need 200 kilowatts or 250 kilowatts power also. And acceleration for MG ZS EV, you can see acceleration it can come to 0 to 100 kilometers in 8.5 seconds, and per charge it can come to 340 kilometers, and battery size would be 44.5 kilowatts, and horsepower is 105 kilowatt, and they are using lithium ion batteries. These are the some of the battery fundamentals, and these are the some conclusions what we have done here. So then we can go with the motors also. And here you can see all the suppliers: Tesla S model 2012, battery weight and these things and all. You can go through later, I can provide the ppts. Yeah, and there is a one more topic on motors. I don't know whether how many of you posted the questions. Only 4 people are posted. Can you explain the C rate in context with EV, sir? Okay, Venkata. Can I get this PPT for our reference? Okay, send me PPT. Yes, explain about battery cycle, sir. Okay, only one question there properly. Okay, C rate context. C rate is nothing but sorry, this is motor control. So C rate is nothing but capacity rate. I can tell you, C rate means let's suppose if you have 20 Ah battery. So if you want to draw a 2 amperes current, because you can calculate the how many hours it can take it. So AH is your battery rating. Any battery, if you open the data sheet, you will get the rating as a 20 Ah or 30 Ah, 40 Ah like that. Then you have to calculate the time and current. These two are uh, but these two are direct relation. If you put current here, you will get the hours, and if you put the hours here, you will get the current. Because if you want to utilize 10 hours, it can give only 2 amperes. This means that that battery can give 2 amperes average for 10 amperes. Sorry, 10 hours, up to 10 hours maximum. Because there is again some losses also there. So these are the battery C rate. So basically, if you charge with the C5, then it would be good. While you are discharging and all, better to use. You should not go with the C10 also, in between C5 to C10 in industry application. But in EV context, since you are asking in EV context, then I can tell you. Yeah, if you see battery rating, you have this many kilowatts are there. So for this one, time here. We 9.7 second. If you multiply these two, you will get the power density. So from the power density, you can calculate the how much kilometers it can come. Okay. So in EV point of view, there is a direct relation. One more here. So velocity, and weight of the vehicle, or force of the vehicle, force required to move the vehicle. So then you can get the total power. So if you know velocity, meters per second, then you can get the how much kilometer you can get it here. So these are the two relations you can get it, and you can correlate the two things and you will get to know. So we'll go with the agenda of EV vehicle motor session. Yeah. So today this diagram it would be mainly on PMSM. So we have seen inverter first day, we have seen battery, and we will go with the PMSM motor. But whatever I told till now, it will be hardware point of view. Again, software point of view also there is some algorithm, but only for inverter algorithm I can show you today. But battery algorithm I did not show you. Only battery fundamentals I told you. There is again special algorithm can be used for battery charging. So there is a CC based CCCV charging, means after up to some time they will use current control, after some time they will go to voltage control, constant voltage mode, constant current mode. That maybe at the moment I did not prepare slide for that one. Now we can go with the motor fundamentals only. See, how will you calculate the motor? Again, there you will get the total power in the battery section. Same the thing here also. From the total power, you have to calculate torque to weight ratio. What is the motor it is having torque to weight ratio? Again, what is the maximum torque? See, at starting, you will have more torque, and then it can go to, once it go to some range of speed, you don't require that much torque here. So for that motor, this is the base speed. Up to here it can come call as a constant power mode, sorry, constant torque mode, and from this onwards it can go to constant power mode. So it is called field weakening mode. Up above base speed it is called field weakening mode. Below this one called torque control, means it will be controlled only current, sorry, torque and current. So the torque is constant here. Through current only you can control here, you can maintain the constant torque, but here you can maintain the constant speed on top of that. So it can go to beyond 5000 also. So some vehicles it is having 10,000 and 12,000 also, but you can maintain it by controlling the inverter. So motors means, it will convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. That basic thing, But in electric vehicle there are five types of motors mainly it been be used: a BLDC motor and PMSM motor, induction motor, switched reluctance motor, and synchronous reluctance motor. But in industry, all these five motors are being used. Depends on application, depends on OEM. We can see who are all using which motors. If you see BLDC motor structure here, so stator it is having windings. It will be ABC three phases, and rotor it is having permanent magnets. So, but that winding in the stator it can be aligned into 120 degrees trapezoidal manner. So the back EMF you cannot get sinusoidal here. Here you will get trapezoidal manner. You can Google it, BLDC motor. You will get know some idea. BLDC motor. It will be like 120 degrees flat, and then it can fall down. It is called trapezoidal back EMF. So that back EMF it can give the torque, and it can be used it for low power application also. And mainly two wheeler and three wheeler, these motors has been used it. Let's examples in our India OEMs like Ether Energy and TVS, Hero Electric, and Neo Electric, Yamaha. These all are like scooters, scooty kind of things. And in motorcycle, these are EV electric motorcycle, torque motors, E motion motors, Menja motors. So these are different kind of motors, and e-rickshaws also there. Some e-rickshaws even Bajaj also they have released it. So if we compare with the BLDC motor in induction motor and PMSM motor, for low power and all, it will be very good solution, and you will get the very high efficient also. And weight and size of the motor also it will be very less, and it will be very simple algorithm compared to PMSM and induction motor. For motor control you need some dedicated control, like field oriented control and all it is required for induction motors and BLDC, sorry, induction motor and PMSM motor. But BLDC motor it is not like that motors. You don't need that much dedicated motor control here. And so it can be used it with the very less torque ripple and less noise in the low power motor. But if you see all these BLDC motor it can be imported from the China only. We don't have any these things because in China they are having magnet mines and all they are having, so they can able to produce magnets very well. So they can produce rare earth magnet, and only ferrite magnets India it is available, but rare earth magnets and all it can be imported from China. Because BLDC motor inside there are there we need to use ferrite, instead of ferrite we need to use rare earth magnets in the BLDC motor. That cost and all you can see here, for nearly 1 kilowatt you can get it 2300 or 2400 like that. If you see PMSM motor, the structure will be like this: permanent magnet synchronous motor. The windings it is having three phases RYB. Here yellow, blue, rose. These three are three phases, and the winding can be placed like this. But in the rotor, the magnets can be buried inside like this. This is the rotor. The magnets are buried here, and it can able to generate the flux. As soon as you give the stator flux from the stator, and both will be aligned here, and it can able to generate the torque. So there are different kind of motorcycle companies, they are being used the PMSM motor. And even in all four wheeler segment and commercial vehicle segment, this PMSM motors can be used it. Induction motors. So induction motor, everyone knows the operation of the induction motor, because this is no special about it. But the thing is, efficiency wise, it will be very good solution. Sorry, it is not very good solution, but the cost wise, it is very good solution, because you don't require any special magnets inside here. Stator, you can have the windings. Rotor, it can be bars, so copper bars, and end will be, it can be shorted here. So the rotor, it can be used it, squirrel case, means it can be formed in the case format. So as soon as you excite the stator, due to mutual inductance, there is a back EMF, it can be produced in the rotor, and because of this EMF and stator EMF, both will be aligned it here, and it can able to generate the torque. So there are few four-wheeler vehicles like Tesla, yes, and X, Mahindra, Evo2, Mahindra E2O, all these Mahindra, Tata Tigo, Tigaro, these all these motors has been used the induction motors only. Switched reluctance motor, yeah, this is also very good solution. But here, rotor, it don't have any cages. Rotor, it don't have any magnets. But as soon as you excite the stator, here it don't have any three phase kind of thing, it will be three four phase also. But depends on stator excitation, rotor will be particular phase and try to rotate it as per the synchronous speed, but that can be made with the just iron material. One second. Okay, so this, that can be made, the rotor can be made with the iron piece, and stator you can excite with the some power electronic converter. Here you don't need a three phase inverter. Here depends on number of phases, it can be one, three phase or four phase also. Switch reluctance motor can be used it. But there are few OEMs, they are using this kind of motors. Land Rover and some Japan-based companies and all, they are being used these motors. And synchronous reluctance motor, it is having stator and rotor, it is having layer by layer, but it has been buried. But the torque motor, dominant torque can be produced with the reluctance parameters. Instead of main core torque component, it will be generated with the reluctance component. But this motor, it has been used in Tesla Model 3, but no other OEMs are not used. But still, this is also one good solution. But in the now it is like literature, very less literature is available. But the it is very good solution. If you do research on synchronous reluctance motors and all, it will be good solution. But it is like permanent magnet synchronous reluctance motor. Synchronous reluctance motor, since we are getting more dominant torque with the reluctance component, this motors, it is called as a synchronous reluctance motor. Especially since we are using permanent magnets in the rotor, we can use the we can call it as a permanent magnet synchronous reluctance motors. So if you see overview here, all these five motors, so we can see the rotors, rotor structures here. This electronic excited synchronous emission is nothing but a BLDC motor only. So here we are having some advantages here, torque density, and this is also having torque density. But BLDC, it is having overall high efficiency, but this is having simpler rotor construction and torque density also. It is having very robust also. And the out of these, few more drawbacks are there in the switched reluctance motor, because noise generation and small air gap, so it needs special inverter also. So and position sensors also it is required. But induction motor, it is like a bit noisy component, but the efficiency wise, it is not that much good solution. But permanent magnet motor, induction motor also it is main advantage, but the cost wise induction motor is advantage because no need to put cost on the magnets also. So but the position sensor it is required for all the motors. So position sensing wise, synchronous reluctance motor you don't read that much accurate, but all these four motors position sensing is required because if you are driving the vehicle, how it is rotating, how much fast it is rotating. If you are not able to control that one, then gone the case. That is why closed loop control is needed. We'll see some motor control, but the motor control algorithm it is called control point of view. There is a field oriented control. One popular algorithm it is there. We have to use that one. V by F control, it is a very popular algorithm.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, your screen is not shareable, sir.
No, I've shared it. No.
No, sir, not visible. Once again, please share the screen, sir.
How much time back it got?
Till now, sir, only few minutes back, 2-3 minutes back.
Okay, 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 okay. I thought that screen. I don't know why it got lost. I really don't know. Sorry.
Okay.
Now, can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Screen visible, sir.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
motor control point of view for the main traction motor and all, you don't need that much. Sorry, you need dedicated control, but the compressor motor, AC motors, and other motors are there. If you see vapor motors, side mirror motors, and if you see a few more motors are there, steering, automatic steering motors. So all these motors and all, you don't need that much dedicated. Only traction motor it is required dedicated control, and because of maximum torque and decoupling control. Decoupling means flux and torque we are controlling independently. If you see field oriented control here, outer loop torque. This torque command we have to give as a driver. We have it is connected to PMSM motor. It can be given to some rotor position. It can be converted into Clark's transformation. That current, whatever you sense from the stator current, it can be converted to two-phase current and two-phase time varying quantities to again two-phase DC quantities. These two DC, since it is a DC quantity, there is no time variation. We can easily control those parameters. That one we can able to set some reference voltages in the DC, but again you have to convert into AC side. We have to use the park control, park transformation, that to inverse park transformation. From the U alpha U beta you will get the SVPWM. This SVPWM you will able to generate the gate pulses. So this gate pulses you
Sir,
can able to, yeah.
Sir, sorry, sir. Once again, our screen is not show, sir.
Oh my god. Now you can see the screen, right?
Yeah, sir. Visible, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, this algorithm, if you see, I was explaining algorithm, only this was the last topic. Then we can go with the question session. You can, meanwhile, you can pose the questions also. So you can see PMSM motor here. This motor, it is driven with the inverter. So here this we have taken it as a position, but again this position it is taking as a reference purpose for the transformation, for the Fark transformation and all. So what we have done is we have sensed the current and it will be converted into two-phase time varying quantities. And again this two-phase time varying quantities to two-phase DC quantities. Means it will be, let's suppose it will be AC component, it can be converted into DC. but this is like a mathematical modeling kind of thing. All these things will come into picture in software only, not in hardware. All this algorithm we have to write in microcontroller, and we can able to set some current here, and this current it will be compared with the actual current, and this current it will be decided some error based on the PI controller. It will try to set some voltage. That voltage it can be converted into time varying voltages. This voltage it can be generated some PWM pulses. So these PWM pulses it can able to drive the inverter. So here this is the DC link voltage which can be convert coming from the battery. So this is the field oriented control, which outer loop torque, inner loop current. So one loop it is torque loop, another loop is current loop. So these are the two loops. But here you can see torque component is here, and this one you can say a flux component also. And here field weakening algorithm also we should implement here, but this one it is not shown here. So here you see some conclusion, motor sizing and motor operations we have seen, and what are the different motors it has been used it, and these things are explained here. So meanwhile you can post the questions. I don't think so. We may not have other topics. Okay. Yeah, I'm done for the today session. So you can post the question. I will take the questions and I can give you the.
Dear candidates, please ask the questions. Any questions? Please raise your hand. I will give the permissions. Sai Bharat. Okay, Sai Bharat, I will ask the question.
Sir, one second.
Hello. Yes, Sai Bharat from Raghu College. Tell me.
Sir, if we increase the current rating of the battery, then it affects the lifespan of the battery, sir, or not?
See, lifespan of the battery it will depends on number of charge cycles and discharge cycles. Okay,
sir.
not on the current rating.
Then discharging time, sir?
See, discharging time, how much load you have. Let's suppose if you have AH, if you take, I'll explain to you AH and there is some relation, right?
Yes, sir.
Here you can see here for 20 hours.
Sir, please share the screen, sir. We are not able to see your screen.
Yeah, let's suppose if you are having one battery, okay, 20 hours, 20 into 5, what is the AH? 100 AH battery. So for 100 AH battery, if you are utilizing for 20 hours with the rate of 5 amperes, then it can obviously stay for 20 hours. Let's suppose same battery, if you take it C into I power T relation, so 10 hours if you want to use it, then it can be 7 amperes. So as soon as more current if you are utilizing, the time will be come down. So time means one per charge cycle, not
Okay, sir.
Okay. Pass it to next. Maybe there are some questions which is posted here. Let me read that and we can. Hello. Here I am reading some questions here. I'll read it. So drawback of EV is to take more time to charge based on rating. So there are any power processing circuit which make the circuit to take less time to charge? Yes, obviously there is a high current you have to push it. So already AH means if you push more current, it will take less time. There is a both are inversely relationship. If you design a very high power inverter or high power rectifiers, because rectifier only it will charge the battery, then you can able to charge the battery within less time. But that is not very good solution. So only at home and all you cannot take that decision and all. So you have to use properly with the less more time with the less current. But there are some technologies which has been implemented. So we have to strict for that algorithm. But there is a DC fast charging. So so if you use that algorithms, then it can be very good solutions. So, sir, do the size of the battery affect the life of battery? Already, I explained to you. Same the question. Kindly share the PPT. Yes. Who is the major producer of EV cars with the induction motor, and which induction motor is used? Induction motor suppliers. Okay. I'm not sure who is the make of induction motors for EV. I'll let you know. Sir, what is the kilowatt and speed of the induction motor? Yeah. See, kilowatt means there is no specific standard kilowatts and all. So depends on vehicle application and OEM to OEM, and depends on CC of the vehicle. They will you design that particular rating of that motor. And the speed of the induction motor, it can be obviously 8,000, 9,000 induction motor, 9,000 RPM induction motors also it is there. Which motor is most frequently used? PMSM motor, Raghu College, Sai Bharat. Why torque is constant initially? See, there is no specific torque constant, because it is constant torque mode. Means it is torque constant means speed and power. There is a relation, torque equal to P upon omega. See here, torque is means if speed will keep on, it will try to rise it, and torque it can come down. So torque means that power whatever it is required to push the vehicle, it can come down, it can be reduced it. So that is why the power and the speed, you if you maintain it, then the torque can be maintained constant. Sir, if we increase the current rating to charge, what happened to the lifespan of the battery? Lifespan of the battery, nothing will happen it, but there is a chemical reactions and all. But the nowadays everyone being used it. Yeah, there is a some issue. I'm not sure about that issue. Definitely there is a issue. Battery will be the dead. Boosting the battery will be recovery. Is it possible? Battery will be dead boosting. I'm not getting question, PV. Chandru Chaudhary. Sorry, I am working in RB. Okay. Yes. You can connect me in LinkedIn. Who is that? Sandeep Pinenti. Discharge. Sir, how to manage energy density and power density? See, you don't need to manage it. You have to take the high energy density batteries, and based on that high energy density, you will get the more mileage. And power density means whatever the acceleration you will get it for that particular power density, you have to utilize that. There is no other option. How to increase the battery life? Yeah, I told you, you should not discharge to 30%. You should not go with the, you should not fully charge it. You should utilize optimally. What is the battery discharging time if not all used As well as I know LiFo discharge faster than lithium ion battery. Yeah, maybe. Can you elaborate how to charge fully, how to decrease battery life? Yeah, already told you, charging and discharging it can be happen it because of the current. If you have more torque, then it can be, see charging. You can see charging and discharging. It can be with the same rate, but the discharging, if you see it for the particular 10 amperes, if you maintain 7 amperes also, then it can be discharged very less time if you are since you are drawing more current. So that way you have to maintain it. Charging fully means there is a special algorithms has been implemented, CCCV, CCCC, like that. We have to use that one. What does the horsepower value define? There is a relation, Govindu. You can see a relation between CC to power, then CC to horsepower to again power, mechanical, electrical power. There is some relation. You can get it. So because vehicle, everyone will talk about Pulsar 150cc, 220cc, like that. Even cars also, Tata Alto 800cc, like that. You have to see CC to horsepower. There is a relation. Horsepower means that whatever mechanical power you can able to develop from the motor, that is the horsepower. Can I get this PPT? Yes. Send me PPT. Yes. Explain about battery cycle, sir. I'm not getting what is battery cycle here. In upcoming days, all vehicles moving towards solar vehicles. Maybe. What about inverter designing? Yes. Surendra Sai, Monday it has done. Monday already I told you, first class Monday nahi. On 18th I told you inverter design. Sir, supercharging may affect the battery life, but to reduce the charging time they are using the supercharging. What are the pros and cons? Yes, pros will be less time, con will be like it will be reduce the lifetime of the battery. How to choose the battery and microcontroller according to motors? Of battery and microcontroller. Yeah, microcontroller, I told you number of PWM pins, number of GPIOs, number of interrupts, and clock frequency, and whether it is qualified automotive or not. These things we have to take care. Again, battery, it is already I told you, size of the battery it can depends on vehicle level, also vehicle weight and vehicle moving in the hill station. Explain inverter design also. Yes, inverter design done. Hello, can I have a chance to speak with you, the Prasad Reddy? Yes. Sandeep Pinity, you can connect me in LinkedIn if you want. Which type of motor is used in solar vehicle? Yes, obviously it is like induction motor and PMSM only. It depends on OEM to OEM. Are not electric cars are dangerous in accident? Yes, if battery voltages are very high, if any damage can happen, there is a chance. But all safety precautions has been taken it. But anyway, in gasoline and diesel also there are vehicle, there is a batteries, right? But anyway, that voltage will matters. If C rate is low, then there is occurs a issue for discharge. C rate means low. Yes. C rate means you should not take C.5 or C.1 and like that, because it can be discharged very fast. Sir, using BMS, what if you charge as parallel as batteries at the time of charging to decrease the charging time and later group them into the desired rating? Sir, what sorry, using BMS, what if you use charge as a parallel batteries? Yes, parallel batteries, I don't think so, but yeah, you can connect all the cells to BMS, but one BMS you have to connect to the one battery, because you need to do the proper current monitoring algorithm and all. Your views on ARM, I don't know. What is the question? So the motor is more heat. Any problem in time? Yes, yes, yes. For motor is there is a heat. It is there. We have to provide the liquid cool onto the stator bodies. So here, if you see here, yeah, on top of that, here there is a zigzag manner. We should provide some kind of heat to dissipate the heat. We should send some kind of liquid glycol and all to dissipate the heat. Yes, in initial condition it draws more current. If we repeat it so many times, it affect the battery life. Yes, it will affect the battery life. You should not discharge fully. You should utilize it. So the depth of the discharge, it should not cross it. Sir, once battery will be dead, how to recover the battery? I don't know what is dead. I am not getting. Oh, maybe it can be damaged it or also. Maybe yes, possibility it is there. You have to recycle it and you have to send it to supplier and they will remanufacture it. We can't do anything. There is no repair kind of thing in batteries. How many cycles a battery can be designed for? Yes. Cycles means I'm not sure, but there is definitely some cycles are there. It is some 8,000 cycles, I think. Yeah, 8,000 cycles are there. Vatsal Patel. Lohit Varun, my question is, if I charge the EV fully and did not use it all, how much time it will take to the discharge completely? Yes, you should not keep it. That depends on. See, let's suppose if you did not use it for 5 years. Actually, I kept my laptop in my room. After 3 months, I came to Bangalore and I opened the laptop. Then my battery got damaged. That day it was fully charged. It. If inside chemicals reaction got damaged, who knows? Yes, my see that we cannot say that how much time it will take to discharge it. It will depends on how much load you have. Sir, can you say that the pros and cons of the induction motor and switch reluctance motor? Yeah, already I kept in PPT. Manasa, maybe it is something.
Sir, can we check?
No. Something she posted. Okay, she's from your team or what?
Actually, this is a feedback form, sir, today class.
Okay. Yeah. Is
Okay.
battery maintenance required like household inverter battery? No, you should not use that battery and that inverter also. By any chance, you should not try your home battery and home inverter for motor application. You need a dedicated algorithm, you need a special design, and the currents also, it should be proper sinusoidal currents for the electric vehicles because you don't, you will get the torque ripple and all. Because in our home inverters and all, even quasi square wave inverter also it is sufficient. Even you don't need to put main sinusoidal inverter in home because home inverter, I don't know how many of you see. If you connect oscilloscope to your home inverter, then you can see you won't get pure sinusoidal current, pure sinusoidal voltages there. You can get the trapezoidal kind of waveform. You might have observed it or not. If you connect one inverter to your fan and all, there is a due to harmonics and all, it can be give some noisy. So that is why home inverters not being used and home batteries also not being used. Batteries why we will not use that lead acid battery also it is sufficient, but that cannot be give long time, and the more number of charge discharge cycles it will be less for that one lead acid. Sir, please do send the PPT of the WhatsApp group. Yes. Does the algorithm are useful for the sustaining the charge in? Not getting question. Increase the usage of battery much longer than usual. I don't know. Sir, if C rate, I'm not getting this question. Who is that? Lohit Varun. Could you type it there? Sir, if C rate more battery provided, more current, is it correct? If C rate is more and battery more current it can be provided. Yes, but how much time? The timing also important, Nagendra Babu. Only current and period both are proportional, obviously, but how much time? That will matters. Sir, what do you think will be better option, hybrid or plug-in hybrid? Oh, hybrid and plug-in hybrid. I am not expertise on that one. EVs cons is charging. How can we increase the rate of the charging and what factors influence? Yes, Pawan, EVs cons is charging. How can we increase the rate of the charging and what? See, battery charging time we have to reduce it. At the same time, life of the battery also we should be increased it. Sir, what is your views on research of European project of I don't know what is this link. I don't know. I will check it. You can connect me in this LinkedIn. I can help you in this. I have to read this. What is this? I don't know. My views I can tell you, but I don't know what is this. RMA research project. So I have to read this. What is this one? Then only I'll get to know some idea. Okay. So I think no other questions. Someone has raised the hand. Lohit Varan, I think you have posted the question also. Okay, I think thank you, Vasavi. Yes, thank you, Vasavi. I am using phone. Yes, use it.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Lohit Varan. Yes, tell me.
My question was that, I mean, if at all I'm charging the battery of the EV and the discharge rate is quite faster, okay? And can I use the algorithms in order to sustain the power of the cells much longer than usual? That was my question.
Yes, BMS are there, right?
Okay.
BMS one, this thing it is there. It can maintain the cell current continuously, same current, and you can utilize that BMS. You can go through the BMS functionality. You will get to know.
Yeah, and regarding this super fast charging techniques, I think, I mean, I have a question like, are we using that multi-step constant current charging in the EVs? Like in the initial stages of the charging, while the battery is about 20%, the current rating will be higher, and as the battery gets charged up to 80 or 90, the current decreases and the voltage will be, I mean, those two will be.
Yeah. There is a algorithm called CCCV. Okay. CC means constant current, CC means constant voltage. So up to 80% people are being used, they will push some particular current. Maybe C5 current also they will push. So for any particular that battery, if it is C5 means 50% of the current, they will push it. It will try to charge it. As soon as it comes to 80%, that algorithm it can go to CV mode. CV mode means it can able to maintain some voltage, but how much current it is required to charge the battery, that will take it depends upon impedance it is there in between the two sources.
In that case, I think there's a problem. I mean, recently we are using smartphones, and those are also fast charging technologies. Yes, right. So while using fast charging technologies, it will take much less time when it is charging from 0 to 90%, and from 90 to 100 it will take much longer time.
Yes, correct only, no?
Would that be same in the EVs also?
Yes, it would be also same. See, if you are not pushing current means it will take obviously different time, right? See, I told you CV means you will maintain the current, maintain the voltage, but current whatever it is required, it will try to take it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You got it right. What I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Since current, I am not talking. Time will be more. Yes. I am saying that current also it will be more because you are not maintaining rated current, right? See, up to 80% you might be pushing C5 also. Beyond that, it can go to C4, C4, C6, C7, C10 also. Who knows? That depends on how much impedance it is there and between them. So if the current is less, then obviously it will take more time.
And I have one more question, like
Yeah.
in charging only.
Mhm.
If we are charging the EV at home, it would be
Mhm.
DC to DC. And if at all we are taking to the charging station, it would be DC to DC. I mean, super fast charging, so which will charge in 15 minutes or like that. I mean, like Tesla models.
Mhm.
So uh, initially, we have to convert the current from AC to DC.
Mhm.
So will the charging stations will previously they'll charge and they'll store or what?
I'm not getting.
I mean, in our home, we'll
Mhm.
charge it from AC to DC.
Okay.
In charging stations, they'll directly charge it from DC to DC only, which will take
Okay.
less
Mm.
less time.
Yeah, I'll give you one clear idea. See, in our home, whatever companies they will provide the charger, it is less current rated chargers they will provide it. Less current rated means they will provide C5 chargers. Okay,
Mm.
whatever you have AH, that will be 50% of converter they can give. They can able to give. Okay, if it is in charging stations and all, it would be very high. Fast charging means they will push more current in short span of time. Means it could be 50 kilowatt chargers, 55 kilowatt rectifiers they can install in the charging stations.
Okay.
So within short span of time, if you push more current, it can able to charge it. That is just current and time relation. In your home, you cannot afford that much high current converters, right? 50 kilowatt
No,
converter, will you buy it at home?
no, it's not possible.
Yeah, that is why whenever you are buying the electric vehicles, they will give small 10 kilowatt converters like that. So if you want to charge it outside and all, they will have a very high converters, high current rating converters. So they can able to push that much current. But at home also, if you able to draw that much current from grid people, will they allow you?
No.
Short time, if you are able to draw that much current, means there are so many interruptions in your grid nearby
Yeah.
your transformer also. There are so many issues are there. Okay, so
Okay.
that is why special kind of transformers, special kind of substation it is needed. So special kind of things we need to take care it. So whatever you asked is it will be like petrol station and
Yeah.
yeah, same thing. Like petrol station, you need to keep one tank at your home. You need to take the license from the government, and you need
Yeah.
to put lot of things you have to do petrol station, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you cannot bear those many things, right?
I got it.
Simply you take one liter bottle, you go there and you can bring your 1 liter petrol. Here also you go there your vehicle, you charge it, and within 5 minutes you can charge it. Otherwise, you can keep plug into the vehicle. It will take 6 to 7 hours. Night time and all, if you keep it, it will take less time. Yeah, I hope it is clear. Yeah, some more
Yeah.
two. Yeah, yeah. So two more hands are there. Sandeep Pininti and Sai Bharat. Uh, yes, Sai Bharat. Yes, tell me.
Sir, in our house, it will have certain chargers, no sir,
Okay.
to charge it. But in charging station, it will allow only some amount of chargers.
No, I'm not getting your question.
Sir,
Uh,
can I tell in Telugu?
yes. Fine, fine. I'm okay. మీరు చెప్పండి, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. క్వశ్చన్ చెప్పాలి, నాకు అర్థం కావాలి, నేను చెప్పేది మీకు అర్థం కావాలి. భాష అనేది మ్యాటరే కాదు. ఓకే,
ఓకే సార్.
భావం ముఖ్యం.
సార్
ఓకే,
అంటే
చెప్పండి
మనకి
చెప్పండి.
వాళ్ళు కార్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇంత సర్టెన్ చార్జర్ అని ఇస్తారు కదా సార్.
అవునవును.
ఇప్పుడు ఆ చార్జర్ తో పెట్టుకుంటే మనకి సర్టెన్ టైంలో చార్జ్ అవుతుంది.
ఎస్ ఒక 6 hours 7 hours లో. ఇప్పుడు ఏథర్ ఎనర్జీ అనుకోండి, ఏథర్ ఎనర్జీ బైక్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, సో అవి మీరు కొన్నారనుకోండి 6 hours 7 hours అలా పడుతుంది. సో మీకు బయట మీరు ఛార్జింగ్ స్టేషన్ ఇంకా ఇన్స్టాల్ అవ్వలేదు. ఇన్ కేస్ ఛార్జింగ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ అయ్యాయి అనుకో, సో 20 minutes 30 minutes లో అలా వెయిట్ చేస్తే ఛార్జ్ అయిపోద్ది, మీరు అక్కడ వాళ్ళ ఛార్జింగ్ స్టేషన్కి వెళ్తే.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మనకి చార్జర్ ఇచ్చింది సర్టెన్
కరెంట్.
వాట్స్ కి
కరెక్ట్.
కరెంట్ కి ఇస్తాడు కదా సార్.
అవునవును.
అంటే అలా పెడితే కొద్దిగా మనకి బెటర్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ వస్తుంది.
ఎస్ కరెక్ట్. అవునవును.
ఛార్జింగ్ స్టేషన్ లో పెడితే ఎక్కువ బేగా డ్రైన్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్ చార్జర్ కి. అదే
అవునవునవును అవుద్ది. లైఫ్ కూడా కొద్దిగా ఒక 20% లైఫ్ అలా తగ్గుద్ది కూడా అలా చేస్తే. అంటే నువ్వు క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతున్నావా నాకు సజెషన్ ఇస్తున్నావా నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
ఇప్పుడు మరి అది ఛార్జింగ్ స్టేషన్ పెడితే మనకి కొద్ది లాస్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్.
ఇప్పుడు ఆ లాస్ గురించి ఎవరు పట్టించుకోరమ్మా. విత్ ఇన్ షార్ట్ స్పాన్ ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు వెళ్తూ ఉంటావు, ఎక్కడ మధ్యలో నీ ఛార్జింగ్ అయిపోయింది, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తావు? మళ్ళీ ఇంటికి వచ్చి పెట్టుకోలేవు కదా.
అదే సార్.
సో దానికి నువ్వు అక్కడ ఇన్ని వ్యాట్స్ ఇవ్వండి లేదా ఇంత పర్సెంటేజ్ ఛార్జ్ చేయండి, ఫుల్ ఛార్జ్ చేయొద్దు, ఏవో ఒకటి ఉంటాయి కదా. మనమే ఫుల్ ఛార్జ్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు. సో అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళు 20% ఛార్జ్ చేయండి, 30% ఛార్జ్ చేయండి, నేను ఇంటికి వెళ్తానంటే ఛార్జ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. నువ్వు అంత డబ్బులే పే చేసి ఇంటికి వచ్చేయచ్చు. సో నీకు ఫుల్ ఛార్జ్ చేస్తేనే ప్రాబ్లం అవుద్ది, కొద్దిసేపు ఛార్జ్ చేస్తే ఏం ప్రాబ్లం అవుద్ది కదా. సో నువ్వు పెట్రోల్ ఫుల్ ట్యాంక్ చేస్తావా ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళినప్పుడు? చేయవు కదా. నీకు అవసరమైనంత చేసుకుంటావు 1 or 2 liters. అక్కడ కూడా 30% 40% ఛార్జ్ చేయించుకుంటావు, వచ్చేస్తావు అంతే. సో అంటే ఫుల్ డిశ్చార్జ్ చేస్తే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది అంటున్నాను నేను. నువ్వు వెహికల్ తీసుకెళ్ళిన ప్రతిసారి నువ్వు ఫుల్ ఛార్జ్ చేయవు. సో అందుకే నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే నువ్వు 30%కి వస్తుండగానే ఛార్జ్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుందని నా అభిప్రాయం అన్నమాట. సో అది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ సాయి భరత్ మళ్ళీ అనుకుంటా. చెప్పండి సాయి భరత్. ఇందాకే అయిపోయింది అనుకుంటా సాయి భరత్. నెక్స్ట్ అయిపోయింది సాయి భరత్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకొకరు ఎవరో రైజ్ చేశారు హ్యాండ్. ఓకే, ఇంకో 6 questions వచ్చామా సార్? సూపర్ ఛార్జింగ్ మే ఎఫెక్ట్ ద బ్యాటరీ లైఫ్. ఎస్, ఆబ్వియస్లీ, but to reduce the charging time they are using supercharging. What are the pros and cons?
Yeah,
hi Sandeep.
Yeah, hello group sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you Sandeep.
Yeah, this is Sandeep. Yeah, actually I'm currently working in remote engineering same as, so I'm working from Bangalore location. MRH.
మీది రీసౌండ్ వస్తుందమ్మా, నాకు వినిపించలేదు.
హలో.
యా మీది వాయిస్ క్లారిటీ లేదు, నాకు రీసౌండ్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
యా
Are you able to hear me? Is it clear now or like still you're facing any problem?
Yes. Clear గా చెప్పండి.
Yeah. The thing was like I was actually working in Robot Boss and from Bangalore Martari MH location.
Okay.
So yeah, the session was good actually. Like I just got the hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, like I just got the overview of this electrical vehicle technology. But my main intention to join this session was like how will be the market or like market of this automotive domain. Like so currently if we see it was like fall down to some 50% of the rise, like if we compare to the previous things. I mean like before COVID, before this B6 version. So
okay.
How like when it will be getting back, or like what is the situation like if we take
See, already some governments by 2023 in Norway and all, there is no diesel, gasoline, petrol vehicles should not be sold there in Norway. Denmark, obviously, even in Germany, like that.
Has been completely migrated.
Yeah, they have goal they are having, but in India they did not say that this is the time and all. Around 20 countries and all, by 2030 they will be fully electrified. Okay. Around 30 countries also. So initial days, if you see when Edison was invented electricity, no, we are not used in India. Initial days in London and all, they have been used it. Even some advertisement, if you see olden days and all, every hotel they used to give Edison power is installed here. Edison lamps are installed here. Like that, they are given advertisement in those days, almost 100 years back. So initially some countries will be used, then it will be come down cost wise and efficiency wise, improvements will be there. it can come to India also. But in India, there is no clear cut idea when electrification will come. But obviously, outside countries are there utilizing means, then obviously it can come very fastly here.
Okay. So yeah, it's when like it can see currently I'm working on this window lifter and sunroof motor driving sections actually in a hardware side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We are also using this. Yeah, we are also using this. What do you say? Like the MOSFET based motor driver circuit.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you remembered me. Like yesterday, I asked you about EMI and EMC related questions.
Yeah, I remember. Yes.
Yeah. The reason is behind of that is this is the reason. So like if I like, can you just suggest me some courses that which can helps me in this EV technology? Because like in future maybe we will all have only these electrical vehicles compared to the diesel.
See,
and petrol.
I'll tell you, everyone don't have all vehicle knowledge. Okay, even mechanical engineer, if you ask him, you won't have all the vehicle point of idea. So you should be thorough understanding of any one of area. So I am expert is powertrain inverter. Okay.
With respect to the vehicle.
Yeah, EV vehicle also, there are so many power electronic circuits are there, so many converter boxes are there, so many ECUs are there in any all electric vehicles. So just to take study point of view, it is okay, but expertise wise, you also may not get all idea. I also may not get idea. Okay, for that one, you just stick to one area and try to dig in depth on that area, and you will get to know a lot of challenges in that particular area. But there is no specific course for electric vehicles as of now. But in EDX, there are some courses, I guess. But there also you won't get clear idea.
Okay,
but you will get
actually searching from since many days to take a proper course to get into the EV vehicles actually.
But you can get some lot of books are there in the. You can get the lot of books.
I tried for the online courses and finally informed of that. In search of that, I just found your basic view actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can ping me in LinkedIn and I can provide you some books also.
Yeah, in which location you are working?
Yes. I in Kormangla. Okay. Okay.
Thanks for your support. Yeah, good Prasad. Yeah.
Yeah, Sandeep. Thanks. Thanks for your feedback and your questions.
I may ping you like if I have any doubt. Like, sorry to interrupt you. Like, I may ping you.
No. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, not a problem. And one more hand was raised. It Pawan postgraduate Andhra University. Yeah. Thanks. Hello, Murli or Manasa? Yeah, can you connect, Pawan?
Sir, tell me, sir. 1 minute.
No, can you connect, Pawan? Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, Pawan.
Sir, is it possible to make a 4x4 off-roader using the electric EV powertrain?
Oh, sorry, 4x4?
4x4 off-roader.
What is 4x4 off-roader?
Where 4 wheels spin in their own speed, sir.
Means 4 different motors they are having, is it?
Yes, sir. Can we control 4 different motors individually?
Yeah.
So that we can control the acceleration to one wheel and to another wheel.
Yeah, there should be communication. So there should be CAN communication for 4-wheelers. So we have to take the information which motor is rotating which speed and which motor is giving the how much torque and all.
Thereby using paddle shifts like gears.
Gear shifts and all, that is old Jamana. Now it is everything. You will get the microcontroller decision. You can able to control all the 4 because mechanical gear shifts and all, it will take time. Time means to operate you to if you want to take the decision and all, it will take time. But if it is microcontroller, you can get in within millisecond, microseconds also.
Sir, I have another doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, is there a technology which restricts our speed when we approach some accidents or something like that?
Yeah, some diesel and gasoline vehicle, there some ABS are there, right? So electric vehicles also some ABSs are there. If any accidents comes, then there is some special kind of protection. It is there.
Usually, electric vehicles have more acceleration at the start, like 0 to 16, 1.1 seconds, like that. Initially, can we control that acceleration? That is my doubt.
Yes. You can control it. If you control the torque, you can able to control it. Now, means initial means what you will do. As soon as you start your gasoline vehicles, if you start it, will it go to move without acceleration? If you did not put your leg on acceleration, will it move in the gasoline vehicles?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes or what? No. If you
Yes,
if you put your leg, then only it will take. It will go. Otherwise, it won't go. It.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Like I'm asking the algorithm and
Algorithm also they have been implemented like that only by taking the reference of the gasoline vehicles, diesel vehicles. Same way they are being implemented.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your valuable feedback.
So few questions are posted here. Bala Govindu, is this the last class of the session? Yes. This is the last class. Sir, when we are out for a long time, what procedure to give safe our electronics components like laptop, because you said that can be damaged. We have to use. There is no other. Once in a while, we have to use Venki. That's it. There is no special kind of precautions we should take it. We have to utilize it. That's it. Is the charging sockets are universal like phones? That's good question. Yes. Depends on OEM. Every OEM they will make same charging sockets. Batteries are sensitive for long time without using. Yes. Yeah, I think these are the questions. I think, right? One more question. Yeah. I think it has done. Hello, Manasa, or someone is there? Murli, Ashok.
Sir, tell me, sir. Ashok. I'm Ashok.
Yeah, Ashok. Yes, Ashok. I think done. I think no one have doubts. I think.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your great experience with our students, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Sir, once again, thanks, APSSDC.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I can leave, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.